Metroidvanias are a lot of fun. Their non-linearity and utility-gated exploration make up for a lot of personal gaming experiences, and thanks to these guys, I decided to dive deep into the scarcely produced subgenre in order to fish out 10 engaging yet unfamiliar offline Metroidvanias for Android and iOS. Make sure to stick to the end cause the #1 game will blow your mind. Let's dive right in. Starting off with a remix of a popular old school gem, we have Tiny Dangerous Dungeon Remake. Here you play as a young treasure hunter, Timmy, exploring an apparently dangerous dungeon in search of treasure. Puzzle-eccentric and retro-like, obviously inspired by Castlevania and old school Zelda. The remix revamps the once Game Boy colored game, bringing it into the 21st century with better graphics, a bigger dungeon, and new enemy types. Personally, I think it is golden, especially if it manages to keep what made its predecessor great. Let's continue with an interesting mobile indie game, Yumisonia. Here you play as Aria, an amnesiac working in a strange place with her fairy companion, Umi. The two will embark on a quest across a land ravaged by evil, saving it in the process. You know, classical generic hero storyline. The game looks clearly inspired by the likes of Blasphemous, Castlevania, and Toziha Knight, with okay looking graphics, fluid movement, and combat that, although needs improvement, still show a lot of promise. I personally find it to be some sort of a passion project, and since it is free and in its beta state, I see so much potential, so I see it is worth trying it out. Continuing with a old but golden entry, Tesla Grade. Stepping into the shoes of our young protagonist whilst in his escape from a tyrant king, is forced to climb the massive tower filled with awe-inspiring electromagnetic technology and mind-bending secrets. Tesla Grade is no new kid on the block, a puzzle-centric platform adventure game with cool variety of abilities, giving gadgets, cool boss fights, and lots of puzzles to solve, all wrapped in a melancholic story. It is a must for anyone watching this video, although I believe almost everyone watching it has probably played it. From old to new, we have Marcus Adventure, a cool looking indie blend of 2D and 3D, where you play as Marcus, a creature with the ability to transform into a shark in water, allowing an almost seamless transition between action-packed and momentum-based platforming as you explore 3 dungeons in order to save an island. Marcus Adventure has a lot going for it: cool looking combat, innovative platforming, variety in unlockable abilities, a co-op mode, build your own level, and many more things. Personally, I think it is an ambitious project from a creative mind of an indie developer that I remember seeing a showcase of on Twitter a few weeks back, so I definitely expect big things and I also highly recommend. Following up is a colorful entry ported by Crunchyroll, 9 Years of Shadows. Here you play as Europa, a warrior quested to stop the mechanical giant Talos from bringing internal darkness to the world. A mission completed from within the giant with the aid of legendary armors that give mastery over the elements, and Apina, a floating bear companion, because why not? Alluringly beautiful with fluid-looking combat, satisfying platforming, and epic-looking boss fights, 9 Years of Shadow looks complete, but I've come to notice the Crunchyroll tag might leave room for skepticism on the quality of the port, something I cannot be 100% sure about since I haven't played it yet. Let's keep things alluring with Shantae and the 7 Sirens, another entry by Crunchyroll, the mobile port of the series' 5th installment following Shantae's supposed vacation on an island that soon turns into a quest that will lead her across a sunken vast city and facing off against 7 magical sirens. Fans of the series already know what to expect, and newcomers, a case for a lot of you, me included, are welcomed into a true Metroid experience with a colorful world of dance, hair whips, and the ability to shapeshift into several forms. A skill further expanded in this entry. Shantae is personally a delight to talk about, a seed that has found its identity, but whether Crunchyroll has translated that well enough into the sport is up to you to decide. The case being, I haven't also gotten around to play it. Next up is Blasphemous, borderline blasphemy if not included. The hardcore, gritty, and gory title is easily up there in the Metroidvania's all-time favorite. Playing as a character simply known as the Penitent One, you traverse these cursed and wailing lands of Kistovia, waged by a curse known as the Miracle. Released by Game Kitchen in what I would describe as disappointing, I believe that a year of cleanups and updates has cleaned it thoroughly, and although my review video on it might have been a bit harsh, it reflected my feelings at the time. a verdict I am willing to give another go at, but until then, make sure to play with a controller. Next up is Prince of Persia: The Last Crown. What can I say? 2025 has been good to us. The Ubisoft Metroidvanistic entry on one of their longest running series seems to agree with me. Playing as Sargon on the quest to save his prince, a mission that eventually traps him in the time-broken mountain of Kaf. The Last Crown is a Metroidvania's fans' wet dream: fluid combat and movement, well thought out abilities, an expansive world and gorgeous visuals. I personally will instantly recommend this to anyone who has a device to try it out, and since it is paid, you don't have to worry about Ubisoft shenanigans. Next up is Carrion, the horror title that sees you playing as the monster, a hive mind, ever-growing tentacled experiment looking to escape the labyrinthine underground base that is looking to continue. Incredibly grotesquely beautiful graphics, oddly satisfying combat and engaging puzzles all culminate in a really interesting experience. Carrion is personally a must-play. It is fun to the point of being oddly satisfying. Next up is Silksong. Yes, Hollow Knight Silksong is now a mobile game, although unofficially. Some very skilled personals were able to get it running and they did a near perfect job. Playing as Hornet, forcibly transported to a new kingdom, she must climb an elusive citadel plagued by mind-controlled bugs and cause those who brought her here by her force to test her fiery blade. Team Cherry has perfected what it is to make a good Metroidvania, and Silksong embodies that perfection with sleek movement, precise platforming, over-the-top boss fight and hidden secrets, all in a big interconnected landscape varied from one another. The mobile port is damn near perfect in my humble opinion, and if you have an Android device, you now have the opportunity of playing Team Cherry's master. And that does it for today. Which Metroidvania will you be trying out? If you made it to the end of this video, have a cookie, and if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up and maybe subscribe and watch another video in the process. Thanks for watching. It's P-Doc and I will see you in the next one. I'm out though.